Welcome everyone to the PJ's Cast. I am your host Pierce, alongside of my good pals Jimmy, Dylan, and none other than Jacob. So
Hello.
Right.
we haven't talked about hockey in a while. Well, we had the interview with Scott Powers like a few days ago, which you should check that out. By the way, we also have been doing the prospect series, but I feel like we haven't just sat down and talked about what's going on around the NHL. You know, it's either been the Blackhawks or it's been prospects. Um, First things first. First things first on the docket. We're gonna talk about what Calgary has done this offseason. They signed Nazem Kadri to a 7-year contract. I believe it was a 7 times 7. I actually don't remember. I didn't have the specifics written
That's
down.
right. Yeah.
If it isn't right, it's right. It's in the neighborhood of that. So yeah, they signed Nazem Kadri to a 7 times 7, and basically right after they dumped Sean Monahan to the Montreal Canadiens alongside of a 2025 first round pick. And I remember like when they made that trade, like they're really giving up a first round pick, and then I remembered, oh yeah, they got a first round pick in the Matthew Kachuk trade. So I kind of want to ask this question: do we think Calgary is better than they were last year, or worse, or what we thinking about the Flames?
Better. Better.
Slightly better.
I think they're about the same. I just need to see. I do think at down the middle, Daryl Sutter's going to love Nazem Kadri. Like, I just feel like that's a match made in heaven. But I just don't know. Like, Kadri's not getting 90 points again. Like, that's not happening, I don't think. He might get like 70, and that's fine. But I don't think their offense is on the same level. But I think the team game can be. And, like, if Markstrom doesn't collapse again, he'll be fine.
Play worse than
So-
Mike Smith.
Oh, God.
They got better defensively, obviously, with Uyghur. The thing that looked the worst against the Oilers was their center depth was terrible. They got picked apart by the Oilers there, and Kadri gives them a legit 2C.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean, like,
the Schubert
They're more of a
Uyghur did.
Daryl Sutter team, which I like. They have more of that Daryl Sutter identity. Like Nazem Kadri brings that. They have that defense of like 1 through 6 they can run. Like they have Uyghur, Hanifin, Tanev, and Shillington, and that's like what I name off the top of my head. And I'm definitely missing a couple other guys. Like 1 through 6, they probably
Rasmus
could argue.
Anderson is one.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Like
Very
they
solid
have
player.
arguably the best, like when you just like run through all the defensemen, the best defensive core in the league, like best balance, like it's right up there. They don't have like the Kale McCarr or Victor Hedman player, but like they can roll 3 defensive pairings. So I think that's perfect Daryl Sutter team. And again, the big thing is Jacob Markstrom. He was still a Vezina candidate, was still great last year, and really just, and even like he got out battled by Onger, but like he was still very good.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
that series he just dropped the ball massively against.
Yeah. Well, I feel like you don't see that. It's not going to happen again, right? Like we can't. I don't think we can expect that to be something that happens year round with Markstrom. He's looked fantastic. He looked fantastic in the first round. He's got better defense in front of him now. I mean, if we're looking at is Calgary better, we can talk all day about the contracts, but I think that objectively that team is better. You added Mackenzie Weegar. You added a guy in Jonathan Huberdeau, which right now he's a 100-point player perennially. You've added, oh my gosh, you have Kadri, Huberdeau, Uyghur. That's an improved team in my opinion. You lost Goudreau, you lost Kachuk, but if we're looking at point production, if we're looking at the team overall on paper, I think they are better on paper. Down the road, rough contracts, but right now I think they're a better team, and I think they actually put themselves in a better position as cup contenders.
The thing that I get stuck on is just the fact that they have. Well, the one thing is they're betting on a lot of players who went way above their career highs in points. Like that could be the outlier year on a lot of these guys. I'm looking at Mangiapane. I'm looking at Huberdeau. I'm looking at Kadri. Like hell, Lindholm got 40 goals for the first time this year. Like there's a lot of there's going to be some regression, and I wonder where the offense comes from to some extent. But like, I mean, now that Kachuk's gone, you got to think Mangiapane's probably going to get a bigger role. I mean, Toffoli's still there. He'll probably get like 25, 30. But like, my biggest thing with Calgary is they'll be fine in the regular season, as long, barring like any major injury. It's just, can these guys produce when it matters most? Because that's what Gaudreau and Kachuk. Well, Gaudreau was doing it, but Kachuk turned into a ghost last year in the playoffs. So like, if the big guns don't show up, you're in the same spot as you were last year, in my opinion.
I think the same could be said though. If they had kept Goudreau and Kachuk, you're kind of just still betting on everyone having an equally good year as last year. At least this year, you've traded 2 players for 3 with Uyghur and Kadri. So even if one of them regresses a little bit, there's still hopes overall you're a better team, and they're no longer a one-line team.
That's
like
true.
in the playoffs, that hardly ever flies. So like now you actually can run 2
You know,
lines that might
Lindholm,
do something.
Backlund, and Kadri, like that's a lot better.
And like
We
they
need
should
to
have a
remember-
couple young guys probably crack their roster this year, so that'll help with some bottom 6 depth probably. I assume.
We can't forget Mackenzie Weegar is fucking incredible. He's a damn
Yeah.
good player. Like that's not just like some guy. I feel like after his playoffs, he's had 2 bad playoffs in a row. I feel like people are just like people have forgotten how good the guy is. That's an incredible add on defense, especially like you look at that defense in the playoffs. Adding him is exactly what they need. Even if he's been rough in the playoffs, I feel like it's a bit picked out. To be honest with you.
There's a reason it's picked out. It's because I'm not trying to be a hater, but it's because you have
you
to
are.
elevate your game at the biggest level possible, and he hasn't been able to do it 2 years in a row. Couldn't do it against Washington. Couldn't do it against Tampa twice. There's
That's
a reason,
fair, but
I'm
I
not
feel like
high
that's a
on
good
Mackenzie
player to
Weegar.
take a bet on at
He's
least. Like,
great in
that's
the
something I'll
regular
take a bet
season.
on.
That's fine. Yeah, take a bet on him. That's great.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not as high on Mackenzie Weegar as everyone else. I don't think he's just like.
That's fair.
There's a reason when Ekblad got hurt, there was a not a distinct drop in his game, but he wasn't playing at the same level he was when he was with Ekblad on his wing.
Mhm.
That's what worries me. And
Yeah.
he hasn't been able to elevate his game, which is another big worry I got with a lot of these guys. Like, fucking Huberdeau doesn't elevate his game in the playoffs, but no one talks about that. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's just a lot of question marks for a team that did not need more question marks, in my opinion. Like, yeah, you have your regular season scorers. Fantastic. You have your goalie. You have a fantastic defense. Make it fucking happen in the playoffs now. It's the same thing we said for Vegas for 3 years. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, now you have
Oh,
all the
100%.
pieces, and
Yeah.
they're all locked up. Make it happen.
Yeah, just make it fucking happen. Yeah.
Go do something now.
That's a great
Yeah.
comparison with Vegas. Yeah, just like year-round contender. Come playoff time, they don't do anything.
Yeah.
So
Like,
what do you
Winnipeg
got?
got all their
Who's
guys
nothing
locked up
there?
for a couple years and couldn't do it. Like, it's just,
Yeah.
this is what happens. Like, you got to get it done. Or, because I'm sorry, there's probably teams in the Western Conference that look at Calgary and they're like, yeah, they got better, but like, we could probably still take them in a 7-game playoff series. We see how, like, this team's got a little bit of that Toronto where they get in their own head in some series. Like, you could clearly see they were in their own head in that Edmonton series.
It feels like it feels like with Florida, there's always this shadow above their heads. You know, like you mentioned Toronto. That's exactly how I feel about them. I never go into a series with Florida feeling confident. It always feels like they're punching up. No matter who they play, they're always punching up.
Well, that's how I feel with Calgary, though. Look at every. Like,
Oh, sorry.
many
Yeah,
times has Calgary
too,
been a
yes.
top
I
seed in the
apologize.
West the last
Calgary,
couple
I'm
years
thinking
and
that's right.
hasn't gotten. They were the top seed in 2019, didn't get out of round 1. They were the top seed this last year, I think, in the West, or the second seed, couldn't get out of the second round. Like, we've seen them be great. That's not what I'm concerned with. I just need to see them do it in the playoffs. And obviously, you can't get that answer till April, but
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna like. Cool, you guys you were going to get 100 points.
Speculation.
That's expected now. Sorry.
Just looking at their defense, like Noah Hannafin is their highest paid defenseman, 4.95.
What?
Rasmus Anderson, 4.5. Same with Chris Tanev. Nikita Zadorov makes 3.75. Mackenzie Weegar has one more year left at 3.25. Oliver Shillington signed a stupid good deal, 2.5 for the next 2 years, and then Juuso Välimäki's got 1 year at 1.55. So, oh hi Stevie. So kind of looking at like the whole contract situation, like I feel their window is right now. They have 2 years to do it because Michael Backlund is up in 2 years, Elias Lindholm is up in 2 years, Tyler Toffoli's up in 2 years, Dylan Dubé is up in 2 years with RFA arbitration rights. We can't forget this one. Kevin Rooney is up in 2 years who somehow got $1.3 million per year. Noah Hannafin's up in 2 years. Christopher Tanev is up in 2 years. Nikita Zadorov is up in 2 years.
They get Lucic up in a year too. They get
Yeah.
more
They do,
Oh,
yeah.
thank
And then
God.
Oliver Shillington's up in 2 years. So like that's their window right there is 2 years because
I think it's
that's when
funny,
a
like
lot
them
of-
and Florida kind of have the same window, arguably, because if Florida doesn't win by 2024, they are so royally screwed. And like Calgary,
Yes.
I feel like is in that same position. They're just like obviously, like you just said, they have different contracts up instead of like the big ones that
That's
Florida
funny.
was going to have up with their entire secondary.
Yeah, I
scoring.
look at Florida. Sam Reinhart up in 2 years. Anthony Duclair up in 2 years. Like Anton Lundell up in 2 years. It's kind of similar. Same with Montour and Forsling, both up in 2 years. So both these teams, like, they had a scare in the first round, and then they just get absolutely pummeled in the second round. So yeah, they're kind of in that same boat. That's like a good comparison.
Just get over. Like I said,
they
like,
pay Nikita
they're going to be a
Zadorov.
fine team. Just get over the hump. You just got to get over the hump now. That's all that matters for that team.
Jesus, looking at the cap friendly, Nikita Zadorov makes 3.75. I'm sure you mentioned that.
Oh, he's
but
coming to
geez.
Chicago with Peltier and a bunch of other. I know.
Burying whatever garbage that Calgary has that's not Dustin Wolf because they can't trade Dustin Wolf. Like I
They're
love
never
listening to
trading
I
trades,
love how
dude.
as
It's
soon
so
as I
funny.
said that, Schmee.
Don't worry, guys. They got Tyler Parsons. They're fine. He's the
I mean,
future.
Yeah.
I just like I really
Yeah.
can't stand prospect talk with other teams. Like
Oh,
it's the
man.
worst.
Stevie, what do you have to say about that?
Stevie's got a lot to say.
Rubs head
Stevie's
against
always
it.
got some shit to say, dude. Come on, Stevie.
Stevie's not a big fan of Dustin Wolf.
Honestly,
No, she likes Dustin Cat better. Anyways,
Listen,
retweet
I trust your
that. Stevie's a big Andre Vasilevsky fan.
yeah,
Honestly, fair
yeah.
He would be. She
The
would
big
be.
cat.
He'd be good like that. Have good opinions and such.
Yeah, I didn't mean to go on a rant about Calgary. By the way, it's just like
Isn't that literally what podcast?
No, you're right.
I just get tired of some of these teams that are like always good every year and can't do shit. So
It's funny,
Yeah.
Dylan, because like, dude, you I mixed up Florida with Calgary there, but everything I said about them
Could've went to
matches
Florida,
both
too.
teams. They're just different. They're literally just each beast of the conference. They're the
That's
same.
why it's
thing.
so funny that they made a trade together like this. Like they both will have the same probably amount of success. Except I think Florida is going to be worse, just because their division
yeah.
is.
Dude, they gave up
Infinitely
fucking Mackenzie Weegar. I'm sorry, at least in the regular season, that's a
their
huge
defense-
drop.
I've seen people be like, oh, I think Florida's gonna miss the playoffs. I don't know if it's that big of a hot take.
No,
anymore.
no.
They'll be a wild
They're just
card
going to be
team, I
lower
think.
in the Atlantic. They'll be maybe third.
Well, it's gonna be
two.
tougher to play against.
I mean,
Yeah, but
it
Matthew
just
Tkachuk's going to get you like 6 points in the playoffs, guys. He's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's tough because Huberdeau he's been a playoff performer year in, year out. You lose
Yeah.
that.
No, I don't think he has personally. Like I can't think of a single
Crap
playoff
from that
performer on Florida except Carter Verhaeghe. And
Last year he had
Literally,
5 and 10.
Verhaeghe
The year
carried them
before that he had
That's
10 and
bad.
6.
okay, 10-6 isn't bad.
Yeah.
So I get that's not terrible.
It
but
was 2 goals and 8 assists, so he could have just been,
that's the kind of player
but-
he is, though. You got to remember.
Yeah.
Like he had like 80 assists this year, didn't he? Something like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, he's nuts.
Yeah.
I don't
You
know.
gotta,
Thank
you gotta
God.
score a big goal every once in a while, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, you're not getting that.
Moral of the
Make a
story:
big
I would
pass.
just hate to be
You're not getting
cheering for.
anything from them. It's
Moral of the
again,
story, I'd hate to cheer for either of those teams.
No, moral of the
Yeah.
story is I would hate to cheer for a team that just constantly loses early in the
Okay.
playoffs, and even though they're always high up in the standings, you know, it's just,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
how
lie.
many Stanley Cups?
He's talking about the Leafs.
I know, but I
Yeah. I'm gonna take a
How many
wild
Stanley
guess.
Cups in-
Take a wild fucking guess. I think it's the Leafs.
No,
Sorry,
I just thought
it's
Jacob
fine.
was saying that about the Hawks. I was like, oh no, we aren't that fucking naive. Jesus.
No,
Anyways,
No,
let's
it's
we'll laugh
this.
about another
It's
team.
this.
Let's laugh about the Islanders.
the Labs.
Low
That's
Islanders.
funny.
Can I just say, fuck the entire New York, New Jersey area. You guys all got fucked this offseason. Except for Buffalo. That's why I didn't group Buffalo in there. They're northern New York.
it's okay.
They're Canada. Are you kidding me? Buffalo. is
Okay. I'm just gonna
The
steal New
eighth
York.
Canadian team.
Just gonna steal Buffalo. Yeah, but I love how Lou waited like 3 months to announce all of his signings just to announce like Dennis fucking Cholowski. Like, God, I love the Islanders. Never change. Never change.
Was that it? Was that the only
But he's
transaction?
so
Yes, that was like literally like.
Wow.
Hold on, let's go pull up the Islanders signings this offseason. Why don't we? Because you
I
know
was
they
gonna
signed
say,
like.
I didn't know about the Islanders today. I did not know about that. This
I
is.
mean, they extended Dobson, but like, look, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's
Hudson
your keeping
Fashing,
assets,
Paul
though.
Ledoux, fucking Dennis Cholowski, and then they extended. Yeah, like these are shit.
That's pathetic. I'm sorry.
Well,
like,
don't
is
you
there-
know Lou Lamoriello's stealthily in on all of these big name free agents and on the
I don't want to
market.
hear it. I'm sorry.
What is it?
One of
I'm
the
sorry, you
worst
can be
GMs
in on
the
all these
league,
big
and he
name
gets.
players. Sorry.
Oh no! I can't stand it. The praise with him. That's all. I guess maybe that's just me complaining. I don't know, but the guy isn't what everyone says he is. He's at this point he's just more of a legend than a GM. Everyone talks about how Lou Lamoriello was and what he does and what he is, but right now he ain't shit. I'm sorry, he's not doing anything for this
Yeah,
team.
Barry
besides-
Trotz carried that
But
team.
but
He's
he's so
stagnant.
funny because he
Yeah,
doesn't
no,
let
no.
you have a beard.
I'm sorry, also pathetic. Making people shave their beards should be a fucking crime. Cops are bad enough for it. I don't need Lou Lamoriello being a cop. I'm good.
See, here's my thing with Lou Lamoriello. Yeah, he's always in on these big players, but what does it say about you and your organization if you lose out on every single big player that
You're a bad
on?
GM.
Including
No
when
one-
you pay higher than the other team.
No one
multiple
wants to
times.
go there.
It's almost like you're not good at your job. You're not selling it right, or your team is just so bad that no one wants to go there.
God, like I give Barzell. I hope Barzell
Yeah.
holds him by the balls because he has every
Oh,
right to right
God.
now.
I
Because I'm
hope
sorry,
Barzal gets traded. Quite
no,
honestly,
dude, Barzell needs to get like an 85-point season and just be like, "Fuck you, you're gonna pay me." This is what's gonna happen right now. And I'm tired of you thinking that these fourth liners are going to win you hockey games. And at the end of the day, I'm the one putting points up on the board for your fucking team. Like, I hope Sorokin holds him by the balls too at this point. Like, Jesus Christ, you got to pay your guys if you're not going to, clearly, if you're not going to pay anyone else. But don't worry, guys, you get John Gabriel
Dennis
Pajot.
Cholowski. Don't disrespect Dennis Cholowski, but
No, but like he gives all these fucking third liners 7-year deals, so he's so good. Like Kyle Palmieri signed for 3 more years for some fucking reason.
Yeah,
Like,
3 years.
Awesome
That
guy.
Zizekas deal is so fucking bad.
Brutal.
5 more years at 2.5.
I remember last year I
That's
was talking to
incredible.
Pierce. I was like, "Oh, I'd love the Hawks to sign Zizekas." Saw the
Not
fucking
for
deal.
that,
Not a
though.
snowball's chance in hell. Nope.
Ross Johnston is making 1.1 million. for
He's
4
gotten a
years.
4-year, $1.1 million deal twice, 2 times.
are you fucking kidding me?
He's gotten the same deal twice.
That's insane. The fact that he got one blew my mind.
You are
But he'll
correct.
bridge all
I
the
thought
young
that was
talent with
now.
their ass. So
That's incredible.
But hey,
Guess
Zach
what Ross
Parise is back, so
Johnston's
it's okay.
career high in points is.
It just goes to show you can kill the man, but not the fucking idea.
15
Oh,
years.
don't forget he
nope.
traded a first-round pick for
7.
Alex fucking Romanoff this year. Good job,
7.
bud.
Not just a first round pick, the 13th overall pick.
That's still wild to me. Like,
Thank you.
Yeah, but that
Right,
13th
Ross.
overall
Thank
pick
you.
became what?
So yeah, Ross Johnston's career high in points. Now, to be fair, he's only
7.
played the most games he's playing this season is 32.
Yeah, 7. I'm getting 7. 7.
Yeah, it was 7. You're right.
Was it 7?
Yeah.
Please.
Guess what his career high in goals is?
3.
Yes. When the numbers are that small, it kind of narrows it down a little bit, doesn't it?
Stinky.
You're joking. It's 7, right?
Yes. 7 points
Okay, good.
is his highest.
Yeah, but you
career
didn't check the stat that matters. What are his hits?
Yeah,
And
what are
his
his
slides.
minutes?
And
He's
his
got
grit
quite a few
per
of them, I'll give him
60.
that.
Fucking hate the Islanders, bro. They deserve everything that's coming to them. But remember, guys, they're going to be better this year because their whole team got COVID last year. That's what they all think. Like, listen to anyone internally, and they're going to be like, "Oh, the Islanders are going to be better this year. We don't have to go on the road for 20 games to start the season," which is true, but you still suck, so it doesn't matter. Like,
Ross Johnston.
Well, what did you
doesn't
do to
play
get
shit.
better?
Why are you paying him 1 point? I'm looking at this guy's stat line. Like, he doesn't play ever. Why are you paying this guy over $1 million? This is insane. For 4 years.
Lou loves his guys.
That is some
Fucking loves
incredible mental gymnastics.
Bro, he gave 40-year-old Andy Green a multi-year deal once upon a time.
Give him 1. He said 2. I said 3. Give him 4. He loves being a fucking New York Islander,
I
apparently.
mean, fuck, if I'm Lou, anyone.
No, let's make it 8 now. But we'll just divide it over contracts.
Yeah, I was
I'm
texting
glad I'm-
Pierce last night. And I forget why, but Pierce, I said 7, and he said 8. He loves being a Florida Panther.
No. It's like we were talking about something. It's like I think it was like I was just like, yeah, that's Shonga side eye, and you're like, yo, that makes 3, and I'm like, let's make it 8. He loves being a Florida.
Yeah. We were agreeing that Kamiko is the prettiest in the
Yeah.
entire boys cast.
Yeah.
It was a very good debate. She won.
It's like, you know what it is? It's like guys arguing over blah blah blah, and then like guys arguing over who are the hottest girls and the boys, and it's just like everyone just civilly sitting at a table, like a round table.
It is the most calm conversation. It's incredible. We're like, which one do we like? It's just it's the most civil shit. It's incredible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Impressive, but let's talk about the hottest guys on the show.
Oh, speaking of impressive,
Not the Islanders off season. Oh,
could the Blackhawks look for a third goalie?
no, we're getting into that now. Oh, we're getting into that now. We're getting into that territory. Yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah, they
Let's
probably
do it.
could. When we had Scott Powers on, he's just like, there's a good chance they get a third string guy off of waivers, or maybe there's a chance that they get like a third goalie, just a random fella through like a future considerations trade. I don't know, but Yeah, I don't know how much of a talking point we're gonna get out of that, but yeah, I think they should because look at Peter Mrazek. He gets injured a lot. Alex Stalock, bless his heart. I'm glad he's even back and getting a chance.
Literally,
to play.
bless his heart.
Gets injured. Yeah, no kidding. But yeah, they're not going to be healthy the whole season. You're going to have to call someone up, and you don't want to keep throwing Arvid Soderblom into the fire. Like you want to get a guy who can stand in front of the bullets.
Get a guy who doesn't get injured every 10 games.
That's a good point too. Yeah.
That's where I feel they need to like getting a third goalie. They need to get a guy who isn't injury prone. I see Hawks fans in the comments saying bring Ronta back, which let's just have 3 goalies that fall apart. Let's just have that. Yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. Let's keep doing the Bowman thing. Sure. Yeah. That's great, man.
But I did that in mind with not having already 2 injury-prone goalies. Looking at the UFA market, Brain Holtby is still out there.
I thought he's not playing hockey this year.
Oh yeah,
no.
Right.
Oh, what was that for you?
We can sign Tyler Parsons. Let's go.
Okay.
Jeez, the savior is here.
No, you're not going to see the Hawks make a goalie move until people start throwing people through waivers.
Absolutely.
We could bring
I don't know how many teams have 3 goalies right now, but they'll snag one of them.
We could bring back JF Parise. Let's go. Andrew Hammond is out there. Garrett Sparks is out there. And that's about it. That's all I see.
I'm pretty sure most of those goalies are also injury prone.
Yeah.
And terrible.
That's incredible. There's
goalie
a
by
reason
committee,
they're on the
boys.
USA.
That's the whole point. They need to be terrible.
Fuck it. Sign Scott Foster. He'll be the backup this year. Bring him back.
Bring him home.
Bring him the fuck back. And then we'll get David Ayers. We'll just go full emergency backup one night.
Who was the other guy that might have that was supposed to play like a brief amount of time but never got the time as emergency goal? Wasn't it like Eric Szymborski? Let's bring him in too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just getting all the e-bugs.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be great. Actually, no, we're just gonna have a goalie. We're just gonna have like a goalie carousel. So like every Thursday night or some shit, they're just gonna pick up some random schmuck off the ice in the south side of Chicago.
Yeah, some guy off the street's like, "Hey, fella, you're gonna play in the big league."
And tonight we have goalie tryouts down on Madison and fucking Wells. That's gonna.
I know
be
a guy,
fantastic.
Steve Conroy, putting some word for me, right?
Yeah,
Schmitty, you can put on skates, right?
Dude, I'll put on skates and just stand in front of the net. Get murdered. It'll be fun.
You'll
What,
be
like
Milhouse,
Nikita
just,
Zadorov?
tied up to the net. That's what you'll do. And you'll just
Bro, I'll literally be like Nick Sealer, except I'll be better.
Except I won't suck.
Yeah, really.
Oh god.
Who
I think has a multi-year contract. He has a multi-year contract with.
Well, of course he does, because you can't teach his height, Jimmy. Come on now.
Oh, I would know that more than anybody.
He's literally 6'5" every fucking time he steps on the ice.
$775,000.
How much?
$775,000. Can't wait till he
Wow,
blows
he's
up
getting
Travis Anaheim and he
paid.
comes to the Blackhawks epic style. And throw in Carter Hart while you're at it, honestly.
Yeah, make it 8. He loves being a Philadelphia Flyer.
But yeah, I didn't think we could get too far with the Blackhawks third goalie situation. So let's get into some of the extensions that happened. Jake Ottinger signed a 3-year contract. I actually completely forgot that happened until we were talking about the Calgary. They got outdueled by Ottinger. I'm like, hey, he got signed to a contract. Why don't I throw him in there?
Hey.
It kind of felt like, you know, that meme where it's like the guy in third place and he's losing his mind, cheering, drinking, everything.
Oh yeah,
That's Montreal. And in first place is just Ottawa. We just signed our future, our 90, 100 point player. Yeah.
90, 100 point player has never gotten above 55, but whatever.
Breaking out, baby. Put it down.
Break out.
Put me down for 50.
Exactly. He's got a Claude
Put him
Giroux,
down for 50, baby. Woo! No, I just. Hey, before we get into, I don't mean to cut off Ottinger, but Jacob, that fucking Stutzler extension's got to make you feel a little better about Thompson.
Oh, absolutely.
It's got to make you feel a little bit better.
As soon as I saw he got 8, I just went, praise be. Everyone else is going to get 8 now.
KA did the right thing. No, but Ottinger's an idiot for taking 3 years. I would have held Dallas by the fucking balls on him. Because what are they going to do in net? What are they going to do in net without him? No.
I think they're in the same situation in 3 years, anyways, and I think he's better by then. He's probably going to have
No, but
far
remember,
better
the owner doesn't want to
regular
pay his young
seasons than
guys.
that.
Well, what's
Yeah.
here's the thing. Like, he had such a good playoff series. Like, I think he's gonna be a great goalie, but like that, he had such a great playoff series where he could have leveraged the hell out of that, gotten more money, and taken a longer deal.
I don't
here's
think he.
the other-
I don't really think he could have.
I don't know how much like
He's
I
only
don't know,
played
like, what kind of-
77 games in total. That's like as great as his playoff really was. That's kind of.
He
I don't know
points
how much
everything
leverage.
else.
Yeah, no,
that
that's
has.
It's not even.
the whole-
It's not that.
yeah.
It's that he also got the majority of the starts during the season for Dallas, so he has that leverage too, where he's like, "Oh, I'm your one now, so you're gonna
Yeah,
pay
I mean,
me, or you're gonna
yeah.
start injured fucking Anton Hudobin."
He had 48, so he barely was the main goalie.
Well, that
Yeah,
was with him.
yeah.
That was with him being fourth string in October. Remember?
Yeah,
That's true.
He
he'll
worked
be,
his way
he'll be
all
the
the way up
starter
to be the
this year.
starter
There's
that
no
year.
question about
Yeah.
that. There's
I'm
no
sorry,
way
dude.
he's
Like
not
you
the starter
don't
after
dick
that.
around with your starting goalie in this league. We have seen so many teams think they can just replace their goalie and they can't.
Blackhawks.
Colorado thinks they can do it this year, so that should be interesting.
I forget they have Alexander.
Yeah, Alex Georgiev's gonna save the day, boys. Like, fucking, I'm
Back
telling
to
you,
back,
don't bet on
baby.
that position.
Same with
Let's
the
see
team
how that goes.
betting on Murray and Samsonov. Ugh.
Like, at least last time they took a bet on a goalie, Kemper was coming off like a 930 in Arizona. It made somewhat of sense. Like, I don't know, man.
Kemper's a
Like, that's the one
Washington
position you don't
Capital.
mess around with. Like, good for
Wow.
Dallas for getting a short-term deal, but like,
Yeah.
who? Like, I just can't stand when owners are like, yeah, sorry, we're just not gonna pay our young players because we made fucking mistakes 3 years ago and paid a bunch of injury-prone 30-year-olds. It's like, could someone just go offer see Jason Robertson and make this league fun?
Please?
Like, someone should have offered Sheeted Ottinger if that was how much it cost. You could have offered him like $6 million.
You
Dallas
could
would
have
have
at
never
least
asked that.
fucked over Dallas in the slightest.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
just anything to fuck over Dallas, please.
Like, honestly, why didn't I know you're not trying to win, but like, dude, you could have fucked over Dallas in the division.
Jacob, it's
Like,
everybody
6
versus the state of Texas. It's all
Honestly, just fuck Dallas and Texas.
good. No, I just need
Texas
these GMs to be more
the
cutthroat.
majority of Texas, yeah.
I need
Absolutely.
these GMs to be more cutthroat. Shit's ridiculous. No,
So
we
yeah,
gotta be
how's
lovey-dovey
Wayne?
so we can have our 5 same
Cut it off.
trade partners.
No, just offer sheet one of their players, and then in 4 years, put your crappy player out there. So when they offer sheet him, you don't match it.
Real.
Just get a first and a third for Kakanemi. Works like a charm.
Check out the big brain.
Still can't believe that fucking happened.
And then they extended him for 8 years.
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah.
God,
Hey,
I fucking
you
hate
can't
this
even.
league.
Not even that. They put his number in the contract.
Oh wait,
too.
did they do that?
Yeah,
Oh,
4.82 for 8 years.
No,
Pierce,
I hate this team
Pierce,
so
I
much.
literally
Talking
turn
about
into
this.
like
Pierce,
the
I'm
fucking
talking about
Homelander
this.
meme where he starts like just having a meltdown every time I see some kid's got the fucking number in his contract. Oh, I got my junior number in my contract. I'm so fucking quirky. Like, you guys are so unbelievably spoiled. It's unbelievable.
It's funny because I was like looking through a few contracts. Carter Hart has that too. He has like he's making like.
Sidney
2.17
Crosby's literally
million.
signed at 8.7 mil. This is
Yeah.
going on forever. This is going on for fucking
Okay, but at
ever.
least
I
like
think
Crosby
Ovechkin did
isn't
it
like
too.
putting
Didn't
it into
Ovechkin
the
do that?
thousands. At least it's like 8.7 million and not like 5.87 million. You know,
It's just so stupid.
It's kind of stupid.
Kids have like generational wealth and they do this shit just for the lulz. Like, it's so stupid.
Here's $10 million per year. Actually, I want to make 8.7. That's my jersey number.
Actually, I just want to be the highest paid winger in the league because I'm so fucking good. Like, you know, me with my 90 assists because I literally pass to a tap-in merchant every day.
I don't know which winger you're talking about. This is
Dude, it's a mystery, dude. I really don't
It's-
know.
Isn't Panarin the highest paid winger?
No, I'm talking when he signed the contract.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know what the fuck you're on.
No.
Austin Matthews missed it.
No, but according to
Matthews
Rangers fans,
himself.
Panarin's bad now, so that's fun.
According to every fan, their team's players are bad.
Wait, hold up, pause. Can you roll
That's
that back,
not
Schmitty? What'd you just say?
Literally, go talk to any I heard Boomer say it like 5 times this year. Like, oh, Panarin's not all that like he was last year. I'm like, dude had
we'll
85
go
points.
then.
Oh my god.
Like in a bad year, like you guys don't deserve shit. I'm sorry. Like, there's some teams that just don't deserve shit.
Listen, it's New
Yeah.
York. You do no. Listen, man. It's
New
like
York, who didn't have a player who got over like 70 points before he got there. Like, just unbelievable. Just the amount.
Derek
Yeah,
Brassard
but,
said
you
it
know,
best. Or not
They
Derek
didn't have a
Brassard,
good team
Brandon
around Henrik
Minsky.
Lundqvist.
He doesn't play
Brandon
defense like
Minsky
Capo Caco.
Hey,
Yeah, but did you see his charts? He's so good. That's such a great contract. That's so team friendly.
He was part of the
He's
shift.
not good, guys.
The shift.
With all the young guys. Top
They had
3
some
moment in the
possession
NHL
for more than
this year.
30 seconds. The shift.
Oh,
Witness.
Pierce, next, if the Hawks get a cycle on the Lightning for a minute, I'm clipping it. I'm calling it the shit.
It's gonna be Sam Lafferty and Colin Blackwell.
Fucking Sam Lafferty and Philip Kershev circling the zone with Tyler
Let's
Johnson.
go.
The shift, boys. Get excited for the future.
Oh,
I'm
hey,
just
hey,
saying,
hey,
when they
hey.
cycle
What do you
around,
mean
you
the
haven't heard
Rangers
of
signed though? When they got Vinny Trocheck, respect it. Whatever he is.
Oh, Lord.
Whatever he is.
That's a contract.
Vinny Trocheck till he's checks notes like 37. Good
Hey,
job.
Barkley-
He's 29.
Yeah, like not good. Not fucking good.
I still can't believe they let Andrew Kopp walk over him after what of a playoffs he
Just
had.
pay Cobb the money he got in Detroit.
Literally,
They don't like
Copp
cops
was
in
a year
Exactly,
younger, nothing
exactly.
saying
Like
anything.
Copp's
Like,
Kopp got what, 5 years? Oh,
Jeez, that was
Yeah,
funny.
so Trocheck is making 5.625 for 7 years. He's 29, so that'll be 36 when he's up. And then Detroit.
Yeah, because we've seen so many contracts past 30 then.
he's injury
Cobb
prone as
makes
well.
5.625 for 5 years.
until he's 33, and he had a great playoff on your team. I know which
He
one.
was- no, I actively watched those Rangers games. He was arguably like their best player a lot of games.
He was the
Incredible.
straw that stirred the drink in the top 6.
He
Oh,
really
was
he
he
actually
part of the shift. Though?
wasn't.
I don't
Oh my
think so.
god!
The
Wasn't
real
that the
kicker,
kid line?
Cobb
Did
has
that-
just
yeah,
a 10-team
the
no
shift.
clause. Trocheck has a fucking no movement clause for the first 3 years.
Mm,
Full no movement clause.
man, that's
Just like,
he's injury prone, isn't he?
yeah, he was hurt. And he's bad. You gotta remember that big thing.
That's the most
Like, he
important.
wasn't even, I'm pretty sure this dude was like, yeah, he's getting like top line power play minutes in Carolina, but he was like second, third line on their team. He wasn't like,
It's
Now he's gonna
incredible
play
what a
with
drop off New York's had
Trocheck
since they
got
fired Jeff Gordon in terms of their asset management. It's incredible.
I mean, Drury's been all right. He's not been terrible, but it's just like,
It's his off seasons, dude. Every off season, he just turns into a fucking pumpkin every
Do you
single
remember
time.
when they wouldn't trade either of Lundqvist or Kraftstoff, and now they have to dump both?
Yep.
no, because all 30 of their prospects are untouchable, remember?
Yeah, until they suck, and then they have to trade them for pennies on the dollar.
Yeah. Like, it's just, like, I don't know what it is with their, like, development staff, but they just had, like, I'm not counting Adam Fox in development with them because he went to college for 4 years. Like, they have not been able to develop a prospect. Is that
I
just
want
me?
to see who develops the star first, the Kings or them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, like, I guess Braden Schneider was good as a 19-year-old, but, like, if he's
I-
better next year, that's going to be the thing. If Keandre Miller takes a step next year, that'll be a thing. But I need to see it.
Jesus. Braden Schneider's only 19 years old. I
Yeah,
forget
that
that.
kid was good at 19. Holy shit.
Yeah. The fact that he even like held his own, that's insane.
That's
Actually,
why
that was like 21. That's nuts.
like I said, like they have plenty of young talent. I just need to see them keep progressing because a lot of them are starting
Yeah.
to stall. Like Locke
Kako needs to
better
take that
this
big
year.
step.
Yeah.
Kako had an insane playoffs. He needs to be that 80, 90 point player they want out of him. This is his year to make that happen.
He's not going to be an 80, 90 point
No,
player.
if he
That
gets
is
50,
long.
I
That
think
ship
so.
has
I
sailed
don't know,
3 years
man.
ago. No, it fucking sailed 3
I'm
years
very high on Capo Kako.
No,
Jimmy,
no,
I'm
no,
not
no,
even trying to be a
sorry.
dick, but it's
Yeah.
like if
You're not being
if you're
a dick at
averaging
all.
20 points a season your first 3 seasons, you're not making that fucking jump. You're
I
never
know.
making
I know
that
he
jump.
had a
His
decent
career high
playoffs.
was 23 points. Like
Never
I know he had
making
a
that
decent
fucking. That's like
playoffs,
saying
but he
Doc
was
could be an
5
80
and
point player.
19.
for him to be that good.
That's like saying Doc could be an 80
Well, I
point
think
Yeah,
I think with a guy like him, I feel like he more than people expected. He's been a bit of a project. I think it seems like the issue's been kind of a coaching thing, and I feel like with some of these guys, some guys burst out of nowhere. Capo Kako, I don't know. Maybe 80, 90 is a stretch. Maybe 60 could be like more in the range of 60,
50,
70.
Dude, if he gets
Maybe
40
60
points, that's
at
a
his
fucking
best.
win for the Rangers this
yeah.
year.
I
Think
just
about
can't.
that.
I just can't. I'm not going to give up on a talent like that soon. If I'm the Range, well, not that they're looking to trade him, but like I can't personally, at least, I can't expect him to be just a 40 40-point guy year in, year out. There's just too much skill there. There's way too much skill there, and he's
There's
so
a lot
young.
of guys who have a shit ton of skill, Jimmy.
He's
They just don't
21
put it in
years
between
old.
the
He's
ears.
got like
The issue is they're at the point where I don't
Sorry, are
know
we
if they
talking
can
about
wait.
Capo Caco or Kirby Doc right
It's
now?
the same fucking player.
no.
Oh my
It
god!
is
Except
not
one
the
can't.
same
Oh well,
fucking player.
Kako can't win faceoffs either. Except he's actually a wing. So there you go.
Exactly.
But remember, faceoffs don't matter when you talk to people, even though it's like literally how we got our ass kicked multiple times. But whatever. Let people say what they say.
Let
That's
people
fine.
believe in things, you know.
Yeah. Because one Stanley Cup team won under 50%, so now every team can. Fucking idiots. Jesus Christ. No, but like Kako is at the point now where like he had to prove it last year that he could even score at this level, like at that level consistently, and it's not there yet. Like obviously guys like Strome got put it together for when they were like 22, 23. But that's not he got up to like 50 points a season. That was like his his cap. And obviously, yes, players do get better with age. Like there are always cases where dudes at like 23 will hit their stride. But like
Tage Thompson?
I don't know if
Exactly.
Capo's going to hit his stride with this team at 23.
Caco's not the prospect or
That's
young
fair.
guy you
I
don't like you take out of a trade. If he's the main piece, you're happy with it.
Yeah. And here's the
I
other
know
thing
it's
with
a
Kako.
dumb.
He's
I know
gonna
it's a dumb thing to go. Oh, like we're talking about on pace for this many points, but it was about 36. I don't think it's. I mean, like, I don't know. Panarin bounces back. You put him with him. I don't know.
Put
I
him
think
with him though. That's the problem, Jimmy. The coach is a
You're right,
fucking
yeah.
knob and puts him on the third line.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But he's with
I
the
would love to
Kings.
put faith in Capo Kako, Jimmy.
So,
you don't understand.
what
I just
you're
have
saying-
no fucking faith in this development staff.
So
That's
you're
just what
saying
it
is he should go to the Blackhawks?
He
Hell
should
yeah.
literally
Or
go
Patrick
anywhere
Kane.
that's going to give him top 6
Yeah.
minutes. For the love of Christ, This
Jacob,
is like-
I don't know if you've heard, but I've been saying Kako for Kane, Kako and more for Kane. I've been saying this forever. It makes too
You
much
guys are gonna
sense.
get Kako, Kraftstov, Lundqvist in a first for Kane. It's okay.
That. Yep, you're not
It's
wrong.
all
I
shit,
just
but
cried.
It's guys. It's people.
you'll have one hell of an AHL team.
Can we just like not talk about the
Hey,
shit?
listen, that third line can have the shift. Okay, you never know. Capo
Like, I don't mean to
Capo's
hate on
really got
Kako.
that
It's just-
that kind of
it's just-
power.
How did we get to the Rangers? Weren't we talking about extensions?
Yeah, we were talking about how
Trocheck.
Panarin apparently is bad.
Well, we did get the Trocheck.
that's right.
You
I
got us
did,
here,
I
actually.
did this.
Hey, it's
Oh.
it's
Yeah,
an
but at the
interesting
end of the day,
conversation, man.
fuck Gerard Gallant. Put Capo Kako in the fucking top 6. That's all I have to say. Thank you. Thank you. For
Yeah,
giving me
I
my time.
completely agree. You put him in a place to succeed, he's gonna rack up points.
Okay, let's get on to a guy who struggled early on in his career, but scored 38
Thank
goals
you,
last year and
Homelander.
secured the bag. Tage Thompson.
Yeah,
Jacob, what do you think
holy
about this
shit.
as an honest Sabres fan?
As an honest Sabres fan, I'm just happy they took a chance on a guy instead of fucking bridging him into oblivion. They did it with Reinhardt, and they gave him 2 bridges, and then they were like, "Oh, we have to pay you. Bye."
Yep.
Bye.
Darlene comes up when he's 26 with arbitration rights, and he's just going to take the 1 year and walk. See you later.
Bye.
Oh, hey, did you know that Thompson's deal has a 5-team no trade clause?
Wonder what the 5 teams are.
Can't
He's like,
believe
don't
he's
send
not
me to
going
fucking
to
Canada.
This is so sad.
Girl, it's just the Maple
Montreal.
Leafs 5 times.
Arizona.
Honestly, I respect it.
Honestly based.
No, actually, he's from Arizona, so he probably
Oh, so
knows
he
it.
might actually want to be a Coyote.
No shit, he is.
Um,
Huh?
He's gonna play in Toronto or in Arizona with the inferior American Austin Matthews. Let's go.
Hey, no. Hey, no.
Hey, now you're an all-star.
Yeah, like I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, well, it's just Skinner 2.0." He's a lot younger than him. Right now, he's 24, 25 when the extension kicks in.
He's also 6'7". You can't teach that.
The fact that the guy can use his
Yeah.
size is a big fucking asset, though. Like, there aren't many Tage Thompsons out
Yeah.
there. There's not
As
another
long-
Tage Thompson, honestly.
Yeah, as long as the coach doesn't go like full whoever we just got rid of, and put him on the 4th line, I think he'll be fine. He probably regresses a little bit. I don't think he's going to shoot like 15% every year, but like he'll probably get 30 goals for most of his
I was gonna
contract.
say, yeah, he's probably a 30 and 30 guy year in, year out. That's
I'm
not
not-
Jeff Skinner again.
yeah.
That's good.
And it's $7 million in a couple of years. If that's second line center money, I'm not too upset with that.
Here's
You
the
play
big
center.
difference too. Like he signed, you
Oh,
probably
that's
signed an 8-year contract in the perfect window to sign an 8-year deal.
Mhm.
because you're not getting any of the bad years in the back end of 30. 32
No,
is very
No,
manageable.
he's 24. Like I said, yeah, it kicks into 25.
It's one of the
7
best
years,
7-year
32.
deals you can make. Honestly, you're getting all of his prime
Yeah.
years.
And yeah, the only risk, I guess, is if he completely dies. But
That doesn't.
Isn't that
look
always
good.
the
I'm
risk?
sorry.
Isn't that always
yeah,
the
that
risk?
just kind of
Every
happens. You don't know.
aspect of life, I feel.
It's not
I
like
just
you're-
can't. There's no way. I don't know, man.
I don't know. I would rather take this gamble than to pay and someone who's played 2 years and never hit over 40 points and be like, oh yeah, here's 8-9 million. Go get 100 now. But I don't know. I'm just happy they put faith into somebody instead of basically walking them to leave the team.
And I think the biggest thing with Buffalo is like keeping people there. I don't know, like again, like I don't like Jacob. You would know this more than anyone. Like building a team, keeping keep building a culture there. Like you got Alex Tuck, who genuinely wants to be there, and Tage Thompson. Now you got him there for 7 years now. So and you got a bunch. You got arguably like the youngest, like best prospect pool coming up. So like they got a good thing going there. So
Yeah. Hey, Jacob, how you liking JJ Paterka?
I really love him. I wanted Buffalo to trade for Stützle somehow, but that's now gone out the window, and I am sad. Just wanted to collect every German.
My condolences.
It's okay. Well, actually, I really wanted them to draft Julian Lutz, but again, they took
So
him
did
only
I.
in the second round. You stupid.
went to
fucks.
gross, stinky Arizona. That's
I
why.
hate Arizona.
Like Arizona's
I hate
only like legitimate pick in like the
It's
first
the
5
only
picks.
pick I
Everything
like.
is for reach, except for Cooley.
Yeah.
Remember we had Brock Otten on the show,
Oh my
Jacob, and he
God.
just like trashed the guy.
I was so happy. We were talking and we were like, hey, if somebody had a bad draft, who
Yeah.
would it be? And he's like, well, I can't say, We're like,
He's
"Come
like,
on,
I can't
just
say that, but Arizona did pretty
Arizona. And I just went, yes.
well. Right,
Look,
both
guys, I got
Oh.
Maverick Lamoureux, and he's 6'7" every time
And
he
his
steps on the
parents-
ice.
You
had
can't
made
teach
out
that.
at the draft.
And his
No.
parents were French kissing, so it's got to be cool.
Oh, God, I forgot that was him.
Oh,
God.
I can't
That's-
believe we're in the
that's
same arena
interesting.
while that was happening. That's crazy. Anyways, well, yeah, from like Tage Thompson, like that's certainly a gamble. Like,
Mhm.
good for Tage Thompson. Like, I feel like he was supposed to be the main part of the O'Reilly trade, and like everything just felt like it was falling out, especially after O'Reilly won the cup, Conn Smythe, yada yada, and it seems like they just got a bunch of magic beans from that trade. What was it? Patrick Berglund just said "fuck
Oh
it"
my
and left
God.
the Sweden.
He
fucked
just
off.
left.
Vladimir
Who was their
Sobotka.
first round pick they got in the O'Reilly trade? I have no
It
idea.
turned into Ryan Johnson, and he's
Okay.
probably not even going to sign.
Yeah, he's-
So
Nice.
at least you got one piece from that trade where it's
Yeah.
like, hey, he scored almost 40 goals. He had 68 points, and like, will he reach that every year? I don't know, but the way that contracts are going right now, like again, 24, it's gonna be 25. Like you have him locked up for all his good years, his prime years. Like if you're gonna take that bet, I guess
Yeah.
go for it. But
The nice thing about this compared to Skinner, you could see, especially watching the games, Skinner scored almost all his goals because I
watch
the puck. Thompson kind of, I don't know the exact splits, but his 5-on-5 scoring wasn't terrible, and the team's getting better. So as long as the team doesn't just miraculously die, he should hit 60, pretty much guaranteed.
Yeah. And like that's a team that's going to have a lot of depth this season, I feel like, or more depth than people realize. So like it's not going to be one of, like you said, it's not going to be one of those Skinner situations. Like Thompson can kind of go around the couple lines and play with a couple different wingers and like
he actually has
maybe helps
guys
him.
to play with.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
don't have to just be like glue him to Eichel or he's going to suck.
Oh my
So-
God. So speaking of Berglund, the year after, before he
Oh.
left, the fourth line was Skinner, Berglund, and Sobotka. It was the two picks we got from him.
Oh,
Love it, baby.
Sabato
Get
was-
excited, Saber Nation. Holy smokes.
I know.
that's quite the lineup.
Oh God, that fourth line was great. It was like that this year to start. It was Skinner, Gergensen, and Okposo, and everyone laughed and was like, "Hey, that's 3 All-Stars." You can fact check it. They all went to All-Star games.
Yeah, one of them like
You
was
laughed
an
at
all-star
That's the
game.
best 2016 lineup. Don't. It's incredible.
It's undefeated
So
in the minors.
in the minors. Don't add that last part though. They don't even know that.
Well, can we cut that last part out? Oh, no, I'll do that.
Oh man. But yeah,
Who's
Thompson's
the other one? Is it just Stoitzel left?
We still have JT Miller, Kirby Doc.
Oh, God, I hate
Dude, JT Miller got an 8-year deal.
Oh, dude, I just hate
that's the
Canucks
most
fans.
like just meh.
Hey,
No, every Canucks fan deserves that after doing trade rumors with him for the last 24 months.
Oh no, it's not that. It was the flip. As soon as he signed, every Canucks fan went, "We're winning the cup, baby. We have
What?
the greatest team of all."
Where was that? I
Somebody,
didn't see any of that. That's incredible.
everyone I followed was
we
like,
really
yeah,
need to rebuild. JT Miller will get us the best package. Hey,
It's not like we don't have money for Bo Horvat next offseason, but that's okay.
God, oh, don't you know they can't re-sign Horvat because Horvat and Miller are apparently beefing, and that's why they were trading him.
They beef.
I just,
I'm sorry, what?
So their captain's
Yeah.
gonna walk next year.
Yeah, apparently.
Awesome.
yeah.
Gotta
Yeah,
go.
somebody came out with like
Blackhawks
a
to help
super realistic
rebuild.
point production thing, and they were like, Pedersen's getting 90, Miller's getting 100, Horvat's getting 75 on the third line. I was just like, "You're a
Stop.
fucking idiot."
Miller 100 is just no. Hold up.
Yeah,
hold
but
up.
don't you know he got like 99 last
He
year?
had 90. Yeah, he had 90
Yeah.
last year.
He was on pace for 100.
I saw someone comparing this Canucks team going into this year
To
to
the
the
Penguins.
16 Penguins.
My favorite thing, did you read the thing under it though, where they were like, yeah, they don't have Crosby or Malkin. Yeah, the two best players.
Pedersen.
Yeah, no, just the two generational talents that made Pittsburgh good. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Hawks.
but don't worry. Demko is better than Fleury.
And then they're like,
They don't have a
"Quinn
team
Hughes
or
is
a
better
Kane,
than
but
Chris
they're basically the Dynasty Hawks. You know, if you look at them this way.
You know, they just don't have an Alex
like what we
Ovechkin,
said,
but they're the
if you
Capitals.
take away all Seth Jones' bad games, all his games are good games.
Okay, you
all
take
that
away
is.
all Seth Jones' bad goals, he's literally Nick
Yeah.
Lindstrom. It's crazy.
Hey, if you
No
only
shot.
count Matthews when he
JT
scores
Miller had
4
99
goals, he's
points.
on
You're not
pace for like
kidding, huh?
300.
What the
Like, it's actually crazy when you think about it, Jacob.
What the
It's
fuck?
just, I don't know. Yeah,
Every
Canucks,
game they've lost,
Yeah.
or won, they've never lost.
Canucks
Isn't that
fans went
crazy?
from like, we want Braden Schneider, Alexis Lafreniere, and 2 first to, yeah, he's getting 120 points. We got the cup already planned. It's going down.
Yeah, but remember, they're gonna like trade Niels Hoglander because they never play him. So,
Now they're gonna have to make a cup,
and then they're gonna like ruin Vasily Podkolzin. Good job, guys.
Niels Hoglander isn't even on their like, oh, because he's hurt. That's why. I was like, where the fuck is he?
Are they still paying Michael Furlan?
Baby, woo!
Yeah, he's on LTIR for this year.
Let's go!
3.5.
Another great Canucks move. How long's Tyler Myers still signed? God, I love this team.
2 more years for Myers.
Tucker Pullman signed longer. Shut the fuck up.
I forgot they signed Mikheyev.
Oh,
Can't
my
pay him
God.
like $5 million. What the fuck?
Dude,
Yeah,
it's
you
going to be a
don't fucking
$5 million Mikheyev on the third. Oh, that was the other one. They were like, Mikheyev 50 points, but 30 goals on the third line.
Fuck up. He just learned how to score again. And it's
Again?
one move.
Yeah, he just learned how to do this again. And then, yeah, no.
Oh,
Mikheyev.
I
can
wasn't
say
even this.
as
I don't think I've ever
watched
been that
him.
optimistic with the Hawks when they were good. Like, shut up.
Mikheyev's a fine third liner. What? He's like a 15-15 guy, maybe 20-15 on good years.
Like Jacob,
Nope.
that like
It's about
point
like
totals,
you're
like all
kidding.
those stat lines you just said. Like if a
Yeah.
Calgary fan said that, I'd be like, okay, yeah, well, like I could see that.
At least they
Vancouver.
did it.
Vancouver, the team where Elias Pettersson had like 3 goals the first 30 games of the season.
Yeah, but don't you know that they played so good under Boudreaux? It's completely replicatable. They're going to go on a 78 point.
They were 69-3 under Bruce Boudreaux. They're gonna recreate it next year.
Let's go.
And Oliver Ekman-Larsson isn't getting any younger. Like, come on now.
God, 5 more years, by the way, of Ekman Larson.
Shit, that contract is it goes on forever. I swear.
5 years of Ekman Larson, 3 years of Tucker Pullman.
They're amazing. I love
Hey.
that team so much.
Oh,
Never
no.
change.
Only good
My-
contracts.
Oh no.
No, but they'll blame it all on Jim Benning. Remember, they'll blame it all on Jim Benning.
My favorite thing to start last season, sorry, Niels, I love you, but I have to call you out here. He was like, we couldn't trade Tanner Pearson with anything. He's worthless. And he went, Jason Dickinson is the greatest third liner of all time. Complete flip this year where we have to dump Jason Dickinson because he completely sucks. And man, Tanner Pearson is actually an integral part of this team. It was 1 year. What
Tanner
happened?
Pearson.
What happened?
What happened?
It's amazing the lack of self-awareness there. Like, come on. If,
No,
if
I'm sorry.
Tanner
Can
Pearson
all the
is one of
Canadian
guys you're
team,
betting on, don't bet on yourself completely.
All right, can we just take a moment? Every team in Canada not named the Oilers. Take a step back and come back to reality because your team isn't doing shit this year.
Don't worry,
Okay?
we're getting
talking
to the
Ottawa.
next.
I'm talking Toronto. I'm talking Winnipeg. I'm talking Vancouver. Shut the fuck up. At least Montreal knows their place.
Yeah.
Montreal fans are just as insufferable.
Well, no, they think they're gonna get Bedard back. They think they're gonna get back-to-back number one picks. They're fucking stupid.
That's fine if you think that, but they're going on there like, man, that Stoichel deal sucks. What do you think you're gonna pay Caulfield? Well, when he
Nick
gets
Suzuki getting paid like $8 million.
yeah, but when Caulfield gets 100 points, he's gonna take a $6 million deal. Come on, guys.
Yeah, isn't Caulfield already better than? Oh, dude, this is so. You know what? One thing I didn't think about with Alex DeBrincat, we're gonna get Caulfield versus DeBrincat chatter every fucking year.
Oh,
my God.
no.
Who's the best midget? Let's fucking go.
no.
You're gonna get that
Because they
if he
already said
actually
Caulfield was
stays.
better than him after one playoff. Remember, guys, because he scored 5 goals in 10 games. Because he's fucking the second coming of Christ. Oh, but guys, Marty St. Louis saved him. He scored like 20 goals the second half of the year playing Arizona.
Listen, if he ends up playing, we still don't know which players are dead to the league after what happened with the Hockey Canada stuff. That Drake Batherson contract looks really good. And then you see the Josh Norris and the Brady Tkachuk and what is this team's management?
They're paying everyone except Alex DeBrincat, and Alex DeBrincat is literally going to give them the middle finger next offseason. You watch.
And then come back
You
to
just
Chicago.
no, because Alex DeBrincat literally has all the fucking ammo in the world to fucking pin Ottawa. Think about this. They just gave 4 different players $8 million plus who have never even fucking sniffed what DeBrincat's done in this league.
Absolutely.
I would bend them over backwards and ask for
Dude,
11
if they
Like,
And
They-
double
he-
digits, absolutely.
Unbelievable. He gave a dude who has 50 points as a career high or some shit. 8.5. I like Thomas Chabot. That's probably the only 8-year deal I like on that team.
Yeah.
And even then, 8 mil is still kind of steep.
I wouldn't. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, but guys, they have a bajillion forwards, and they're going to be good, even though they're
Hey,
second best
don't worry
defenseman
though.
is
They have
fucking
Cam
Nick
Talbot, baby.
Oh,
Yeah, Cam Talbot and Nick Holden, baby.
Anton Forsberg as a backup.
Like, I'm listening to these schmucks talk about the fucking Sens on the radio today, and they're just sitting there like, oh, well, you know, if Jake Sanderson could just be literally anything of what he's been touted, this Ottawa team could be very dangerous. It's like, yes, I too love banking my entire season on a 20-year-old who's never played in the NHL.
But that's
Jake
also
Sanderson,
that's
dude.
also so stupid because it's like I've heard, hey, Jake Sanderson is the next Lidstrom, the next Carlson, the next Adam Fogg. It's like, yeah,
What
if
is it?
anyone could do that,
Multiple
your team would be
personalities, just
better.
real.
Fucking. Oh.
What is Kevin Weeks chattering about? Discussions with Jake Allen on a contract extension? Okay, whatever. Just have this
Ooh.
Wait, what is the point of tweeting that at 9 o'clock at night?
Hey,
Honestly.
but dude,
Dude,
hey,
it's
hey,
Kevin Weeks. It's all for the memes, dude.
Tyler
Yeah, but, like,
Boucher
even
and
that-
Ridley Greig, they're making this team better. Remember,
Yeah, but Shane
Pierce-
Pinto's going to be a fucking 60-point guy, remember,
Pierce,
guys?
I don't know if you got the DM when we released our prospect rankings.
Yeah.
I got a DM from somebody telling me that I disrespected Ridley Greig and they were gonna bomb my house.
What?
whoa.
I gotta see a screenshot of this.
Never
I'll
change
send-
Sens fans.
I'll
never
send you that one
fucking
after.
change.
I'll send you that one after. That was I just fucking started howling. I was like, what? He's not even your best
Dude, you're
prospect, man.
popular.
You know
You're
what my
popular.
favorite thing is about the Sens? Because, like, the Leafs already have little brother syndrome, right, with the rest of the
Mhm.
league because they can't fucking
Absolutely.
win. The Sens somehow have literal brother syndrome.
They're the fucking.
They're like
third
Manny
child.
in Diary of a Wimpy Kid. They're like the younger
Yeah.
brother. Like, holy shit, why are you here being annoying? Get the fuck out of here. Oh my god.
Go away.
Guys, Orkor's better than the Leafs.
Hold up.
You win
Remember
more than
the
30 games in
Eichel?
the season?
There
Like,
was-
holy shit.
There was Eichel talk, and there's that one reply on Twitter, and the guy's like, "I love Eichel on the Sens, but this is my no trade list." And it's basically
Oh my
the
God.
entire team
Yeah,
in
it
prospect
was, it
list.
was like Shane Pinto, John. I was like, brother,
Bernard
what?
Docker,
My untouchables.
Jesse
He was
Thompson.
like Shane Pinto, Bernard Docker. I mean, you're kidding me.
It was
Fucking-
great.
Tyler
Igor
Boucher.
Sokolov,
greatest 10th
Tyler
overall pick of all
Boucher.
time.
Top 10 pick Tyler Boucher.
I didn't know how
Oh man,
over the top Ottawa values their prospects. Jesus.
they are.
No, you know
they
what?
are
You know what
some
really
of the worst
happened?
fans.
Now, you know why Pierre Dorian wanted to trade the 7th overall pick this year so bad, right? They saw what he did last year, and they said, motherfucker, we're not giving you more ammo. You need to go get rid of that and go get something else. And that's why he almost traded it for Matt fucking Murray at one point.
Oh man, we were so close to getting
Why
that.
couldn't we be in that timeline? That timeline's so much more fun. Oh, my God. Where the
You guys
Sabres
are
get the
fucking
7th
wild.
overall pick. Like,
Oh,
that would have been way more
God.
fun. Then you could have got, like, Savoy and fucking... I don't even know.
Fuck man, we would have got Savoy and Nazer because you would have held on to the.
Ooh.
You wouldn't have got the. Oh no, you still could have got the 13th because that wasn't that trade.
But
That
then you
was
would have had
talk,
the 7th and
The 9th. Yeah.
So you would have got both. No, they would have just
'Cause
drafted.
they-
You would have drafted like Liam Ogren super early. Just been like, what? Or no, you guys drafted
Nice.
Olsen. You guys drafted Olsen.
Yeah, we
My
drafted
bad.
Oslin. Yeah,
My bad.
Ogren was Minnesota.
Yeah, Ogren was Minnesota. I get Ogren and Olsen mixed up just because of the.
Yeah. Well,
You're
I,
on the
is, I think
team.
I think their first name is both an L.
Mm-hmm. L Ogren. Oh no, it's Noah Olsen.
Liam
Right?
Ugren and
It is, oh, you're right. Yeah, I don't know why I keep calling him Liam Oslin.
Why not? Hmm?
I'm curious. What do you guys think about the Doc deal? Because I'm kind of just like, fine.
It's
Man,
yeah,
is it-
fine.
Glad that's not on my team. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I mean, if
a
you
little
look
bit
at,
of an
yeah,
overpay for a guy who hasn't
Yeah.
done anything yet.
the main,
It's
yeah,
betting on
I
a
do,
player
I
completely.
do like the 4 years because if he becomes a literal player, it's not bad.
Yep.
But like, he's kind of never gonna bet on himself if that's the deal he's taking.
And no, and that should tell you how much faith Doc has in himself. If he signed a
Yeah,
4-year
he just
deal.
saw the.
That's
4
all I'm gonna
years and
say.
he's Like,
That should
yeah.
tell you how much faith
Yeah.
he has in himself to actually produce.
Yeah, and
Montreal.
if that's what you're getting for the 13th overall pick, maybe don't trade it.
Crazy
No,
idea.
and here's the
right?
thing with
I don't
Doc.
know.
Here's the thing with Doc. It's a 4-year deal. He's an RFA at the end of it. If he even proves he's worth the deal, that's fine by them. If he's a second line, third line center, good for them. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if he's still what he is now, still has consistency issues, like God bless, he hope he gets his confidence back. Because when he has his confidence, he's a completely different player. But Pierce, how many times have I told you this? Like, there's part of me that sits there with Doc, and I'm just like, you got glued in between Kane and DeBrincat on multiple occasions. If you can't get it done there, you're never gonna fucking get it done in terms of point production. And I say that with every fucking center that has ever been on the Hawks. If you can't get it done with two of the best wingers in the game,
Anisimov got it done between.
Artem Anisimov had 50 fucking points one year. You
Yeah.
can't tell me it's impossible. I'm sorry. Like,
Back then, 50
Oh my
was
God.
about.
Michael
what,
Hanses was like a
75 now? That
multi-time
was-
40-point player, dude. It's not fucking rocket science. Like, and I'm sorry, like it's the same problem as it always is. The guy doesn't shoot, so he's not going to create chances on his own like that. So defenders kind of already know what he's going to do. Just cut off his pass, and he's going to take it around the corner or just stick handle himself into a phone booth. Like he does it every time. I want to see him succeed. I do, but like
I do too. We've been the biggest defenders of Kirby Doc like ever. So many
Yeah.
people have given up for him. Like I really hope he takes off to Montreal, but like the time is like the clock is ticking. Like if he can't get it done in a full 82 game season this year,
like if anyone can click it and get it to click with him, it's Marty St. Louis, obviously, because he's gotten
That's-
a lot out of his young
yeah.
players.
Mhm.
But dude, if you can't get it
Yeah.
out here, like,
The
I
scary
don't
thing
know.
with St. Louis, though, is, and some people pointed this out, especially with Suzuki, he preaches no defense. So, like, yeah, it's great that your young guys are scoring, but, like, you paid this guy $8 million to be, like, I don't know, the next Bergeron, and now he can't stop anything?
Yeah.
That's not good.
No. And for a team that's going to be running guns, scoring points, the Kirby Doc's career high is 25. So, and he's not playing with Patrick Kane anymore.
Well, I was
so-
going to say, who does he play with? Do you put him with, like,
Josh
know-
Anderson,
I know they keep
and
saying,
then
like,
Slavkovsky, I saw.
Jonathan
like-
Drouin. What a
they're like,
fucking lethal
make the
line.
big line of Slavkovsky, and I was like, what? That they're going to get, like, 8 points.
No, like I want to see him succeed so bad, but I just like they'd have to glue him to Caulfield for the whole season for him to get points, and even then, they'd have to get chemistry and like there's just a
Yeah.
lot of ifs. There's a lot of ifs right there,
Yeah, and
and
it's
obviously
not
it could look different on
fun.
the ice. We don't know. Like,
Yeah, but
Not
You
fun
know,
for
don't
you.
Don't forget they have Michael Matheson.
Hey, Matheson.
I forgot about that. Wow.
Yeah,
Michael
if you forgot
Matheson.
that Matheson was traded for Jeff Petrie,
Jeff?
same.
That
Oh.
trade is so sad. Like,
And then they traded.
did Jeff
Petrie?
Petrie have trade protection or something? And did he just hold him by the balls and say, "I'm going here," or was that just like?
I
we
think he had.
fumbled the bag?
I think he had some, but
Let's take a.
Jeff Petrie has a 15 no trade list.
Okay, so he couldn't have held him over the barrel that hard on a trade.
No.
And like Dallas was in on him too at one point. Like
Dallas was in on a
Carolina
lot
was
of
in, and then they
defensemen.
traded for fucking Burns. So like,
Dallas was in on Petrie and fuck that, and then they were in on Burns and fuck that, and then they were in on Klingberg, and he signed in Anaheim.
yeah, who's the defenseman again? Yeah, that's good job, Dallas. You guys suck.
Hey, they
But don't
signed
pay your goalie or Jason
They
Robertson.
signed
no.
Mark Pysyk.
The pisser.
Piss.
Fucking go.
Actually, and then I think he tore his ACL. So
Okay, well, Okay, well, like I'm looking at their decor, and I guess they don't need a John Klingberg. Like, I guess they're gonna hope Thomas Harley takes a step this year, but like, whatever.
Do you just forget some of the trades that happened? Because like I just looked at Pittsburgh and I saw Ty Smith and
Yep.
Where's
Also,
John Marino?
John Marino. No,
What
gotta
happened?
love. Hey, oh my God, Jacob! We can play my
horrible.
favorite game. Let's shit on the Devils off season. This is my favorite fucking game of the year. Oh my God! So you draft Simon Nemec second overall, the god tier right-handed defenseman. So let's go look at their right side for the next 3 fucking years and see what they got. Hamilton,
Hamilton,
I just
Marino,
Steverson.
Sigurdsson for one more year.
That's the
Nemec
whole
is-
right side.
Oh my God! I mean, maybe they think Nemec won't play this year, and then he steps into Severson's spot next year. But like,
Even then, you're gonna put your number 2 pick on the third pair forever because of Marino and Hamilton,
Yep.
or he's gonna play the left. Like,
dude, they have.
I would have loved to see Ty Smith just put it together. He has all the tools. I would have
What
just
is with
kept
New
him.
Jersey and left-handed
There's
defensemen
no
that don't put
reason
it
to
together?
move him from right-handed
no,
guy.
but they have Jonas
He's falling
Siegenthaler,
off.
who's so fucking good.
I mean, he's a great defensive defenseman, but like Ty Smith was highly touted, kind of fell off. Shakir Mahakamahamdulan is a dude, maybe.
A fella.
Well,
Uh,
who remembers Kevin
debatable.
Ball?
Kevin Balls from the Taylor Hall trade. This team
Kevin
doesn't
Ball
develop
from the
left-handed
Hall
defensemen
trade.
well.
Nope.
And
That's why I will shit on them. till the
my
cows
hottest
come home.
take is fuck whatever this brother, the Luke Hughes of this team. Only because Pierce put him first overall in the draft rankings.
Listen, the Hughes is pretty good, but the rest of the team can go fuck off.
Oh no, Hughes is going to be great. Dude,
No,
I
like-
forgot they had Ryan Graves.
No, Jacob, you want to talk about teams
They
losing
do.
out on
New
players?
Jersey has
Lost
Ryan
out on
Graves,
Fiala, lost out on DeBrincat, lost out on Kachuk, lost out on every goalie on the fucking market.
Did
Hey, they got
lose
Pete
on Joe?
Tekmanchuk. Come on.
I forgot
Oh,
they lost
Lord.
out on Fiala because Spence got him in She League, and I was just like, yeah, dude, they got Fiala. No, they didn't.
Nope, because they couldn't
Went
pay a
to
first round pick in
LA.
Brock Faber.
Oh my
Couldn't
God.
get Alex DeBrincat because you couldn't trade the number 2 pick. Couldn't get Matt Kachuk because you couldn't trade the number 2 pick. It's kind of pathetic if you're being.
I mean,
if
I
you're being
wouldn't have
honest.
traded them at the number 2 pick for Kachuk, but to bring it, yeah.
I'm just saying, dude. You want to talk about a team that's like, oh, we're gonna get better this year. We're gonna have a better on ice product. The fuck
I
have you
don't-
done to be better?
This
We're all
team,
and you're forgetting Johnny Gaudreau.
Oh no, guys, I forgot. They signed Andre Palat for 6 years. They're fucking saved.
5 years, $6
Loser
million, actually.
franchise. Actual loser.
Oh.
franchise.
Then I like how they got mad at Johnny Gaudreau not signing a new team.
Oh, I forgot about Gaudreau. The fucking cherry on top. They were literally on the phone with Gaudreau at 3:00 that day and got fucked over by Columbus last minute. Fucking Columbus last minute.
I-
The team that can't sign anyone. They
It-
suck.
Lopez.
Dude,
I'm
it
sorry.
cracks me
Like, the
up.
Devils are unbelievably bad.
This team inspires like zero confidence in me at all. I just
They're literally just the definition of a basement team. They're a basement team.
Hey, what
Like,
did Wayne
perennially.
Gretzky say about them 30 years ago? They're a Mickey Mouse team.
Always have been.
Yeah,
always
but-
fucking will be.
didn't he say that and then they won like 3 cups because of a
Yeah, but look what
by
that got
literally ruining the game and
Look where
playing
that got
crap
them. 20
defense
years in the
because of Lou
fucking shitter
Lamoriello.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Because you can't fucking manage.
Why did they trade Pavel Zacha for Eric Holla again?
Because they need better in depth scoring, Jacob. Because they're going to be good this year, remember? With the depth scoring of Czech's notes, Andreas Janssen, and Czech's notes, Eric Howla. Oh, man, they're going to be amazing.
God, that fourth line of Michael McLeod, Jesper Bachfist, and Nathan Bastian is going to be really good, guys.
Okay.
But
Hey,
they paid Miles Wood all this money.
they're all best friends. It's okay.
They got
Oh,
the fives.
no.
They're
Makes me want
best
to rip my
teams.
hair out. They're so bad.
Jesus.
Like, I don't know how Devils fans can even, like, tolerate this shit. It's unbelievable. Like,
I
get
don't
they
know.
have- at
Half
least
of
they
them
have
are just
Jack Hughes
attracted
like,
to Jack Hughes.
numb
That's
the
fine.
pain. Like, Jack Hughes can numb the pain only so much, I feel like. I'm sorry. Like,
Jack Hughes is
here's
a
another
good
thing.
track.
Here's another
We
thing.
don't talk
You better hope to fucking God Alex Holtz is good. You better fucking hope Alex Holtz is good. That's all I'm gonna say because they are banking on their prospects right now.
Alex Holtz my nuts when he's not.
Exactly. No, I have no respect for that team, and that team
Actually,
deserves to
he had
stop.
51 points in 52 AHL games. He might be okay.
Oh, I know he might be a guy. It's just actually develop him. You know.
That's no fun.
Oh, but guys, remember they won't even pay their actual good players long term. They'll pay Andre Palat 6 years, but Jesper Bratt gets 1. They're so fucking pathetic. They are so fucking pathetic.
I didn't know Nico Hischier had 60 points. I thought he'd like fallen off a cliff.
Nico Hischier's always decent. It's just he makes over $7 million a year now. So you need to do something.
And
And he
breaks
was
every
picking
5
ahead of
seconds.
Makar. And blah, 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 blah,
Just
blah,
a
blah, blah.
fucking dumpster
Great.
fire of a team. Like, oh my god.
Anyway,
Like,
How
at
did we
least
get-
some basement teams have a direction.
how do we keep getting to a team? Like, we started on Montreal. How did we get to New Jersey? Oh, because of the Pittsburgh thing.
Yeah. Once again,
Because of
you
Jeff
got us
Petrie.
here.
Because of Jeff Petrie.
Once again,
That's
this
what
is
time-
you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Getting us here.
I just love talking.
We had to get it to
No,
a
because
point
Jacob,
where
as soon as you
we
brought up New Jersey, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's my green light. I need to shit on them one more time.
One more time.
good riddance.
No, because their fans talk so much shit this offseason. And their media was like,
Honestly?
oh, this is the offseason.
Yeah.
They're making huge moves. They're in on this guy. They're in on
Emily
this guy.
Kaplan was on our show and said they're gonna make a big move tonight.
The big move was
People
Vitek
watch.
Vanacek.
Yeah, V-Tech Vanacek, baby. Double V.
Schmidt,
That's
Schmitty,
that
it's
big
funny though
move.
because
That's that
you're like that with New
starting
Jersey.
move.
This offseason was like that with me, but for Philly, where their
Yeah.
fans were so insufferable. Where they were like, "Brother, we're buying out Hayes and we're trading JV on.
Buying out Hayes. That's so
We're getting
fucked.
Palat. We're getting this guy, and all they got was Tony DeAngelo.
Nick DeLaurier, buddy. What do you mean? We got Nick DeLaurier.
Oh,
they got an
yeah.
identity.
$1.75 million for Nick
Stop
DeLaurier.
it.
They're paying their fourth line $1.75 for
They're already
Delorier and $3 million for Scott Lawn. This team
And
is
they
a
locked up-
travesty.
Yeah.
Dude, and they locked up Ristolainen long term, so the trade doesn't look bad, but if anything, it makes the trade look worse. Like,
It makes it
Jesus.
look much worse.
That's
Paid him like $5 million.
Dude,
Shit, but they want to trade Provorov. Remember, they want to trade the one guy who might be decent on that team.
Philly's always a team where I look at them, I'm like, man, they got some young players that could develop, and then they never do. Like, Morgan Frost has been a guy for a couple of years. You know, they got Owen Tippett and that shitty Giroux trade.
Cam York's got to put it together this year.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is Cam York a guy? Tyson Forster. This team just sell it.
yeah, they're
Move it.
terrible.
Move it somewhere else.
But guys, they're getting Couturier back and Ryan Ellis back, so they're going to be at least somewhat better.
Whoa.
They're
really
Dying
selling-
corpse
yeah,
of
yeah,
Ryan
yeah,
Ellis.
exciting.
Yeah, also trading for Ryan Ellis on an 8-year contract. Fucking genius, by the way. Awesome. Like, this is the worst team on earth. Like, I
So
just
what you're
don't
saying
understand.
is they're get Ellis and Couturier back, not be good enough or bad enough to tank for the bottom three, but be not good enough to make the playoffs. So stuck.
No,
in
but they'll
the-
get another Cutter Gauthier and be fine. Don't worry.
Oh,
Whoa.
Oh,
My
good
least
Cutting
favorite
Gauthier.
prospect in the top 10 picks. Like I like the Korchinski pick better than that. And I didn't even really like that pick, but God, this fucking Cutter Gauthier pick sucked.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Ritu Pek Korchinski is gonna be the best defenseman that ever.
God. I just needed Columbus to fuck up at 6 so we could have got Juracek. That would have been so nice.
That would have been
Yeah,
so
Carrots.
sexy.
God, that would have been so nice. Because, like, Scott Powers was tweeting about it that day, too. He was like, yeah, you know, they'd really like one of Simon Nemec or fucking David Juracek. I was like,
Yeah.
well, you should have fucking
Yeah,
sweet
cares. Those are gross Europeans, not a good Canadian Western boy.
Oh, boy.
Here we go. At least he's left-handed. He can play with Seth Jones for the next 9 years.
Kill me.
hey. We
No,
don't
that's
talk
to be
about
Aaron
Um,
we do.
Kiviharju's role. Come on.
Yeah,
it's
but
gonna be-
here's Kivi Hardy was playing with Ellis. Come on, get it right.
No, it's Kiviharju and Jokiharju. Come on.
Oh,
And
see,
Timothy
it's perfect. He'll be
Liljegren.
in Buffalo.
Oh,
Everything's going great. What was the last? Was it just Stutzel left now?
Yeah, I felt like we kind of already touched on
Yeah,
that.
we touched on that.
Fuck him.
A little stinky.
sorry. Jacob, you cracked me up.
Oh, dude, they signed Matthew Joseph for $3 million a year for 4 years.
I mean, I like Matthew Joseph, but
Yeah, I say I'm kind of I don't mind that. He's a
I
decent
like
player.
him. I don't.
he's a guy.
Yeah,
Good
I
guy.
think he's more of a
He scores.
fourth
He
liner.
scores points and plays hockey. So.
Who would you rather have, Matthew Joseph at $3 million or Sean Corrali at 2.75?
Oh.
Mm.
Colin
Exactly.
Blackwell.
Or
Give me
Casey Zizekas at 2.5.
Give me Noah Chara when he's tripped.
I have my answer. Ross Johnson.
Hey.
St. Louis
Warriors
scores.
by 1.1.
No, my answer is David Camp. Sorry, because he proved he could play third line minutes. this
No,
year.
my answer is whoever Chicago has that Pierce loves.
Oh,
Lafferty
checks
and
notes.
Blackwell.
Lafferty,
Mhm.
that one. Give me Sam Lafferty.
Yes,
all day.
sir.
Give me
How
the
is-
laugh attack. Give me the laugh attack. Give me the laughster.
How is Sam Lafferty your 6th highest paid forward?
Hey, Jacob.
Yeah, Colin
I
Blackwell.
just checked Matthew Joseph's stats. He was over a point per game in 11 games. So eat shit. Sorry.
On it, no, you got me there. I can't argue that.
No,
one.
you can't argue with the stats.
The eye
Yeah,
test was
12 and
also really good.
11. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, that's a solid deal. That's a
It's
great bet.
it's a solid deal. Let me just go to Toronto real quick and look at Kerfoot stats.
It's what
Oh
you
wait, no,
should-
guys! Now Vancouver could trade a first for Kerfoot. Remember? Because he's so good.
These fans blow my mind.
Oh, sorry, my
Not-
brain
not-
went off.
Yeah.
Please trade for Kerfoot.
But
He's
Jacob,
not
he's a
good.
50-point player.
But it blows my where they're like, yeah, dude, we're gonna get such good value for him, and then the second he's not traded, they're like, why isn't he the fuck off my team? Because
No,
one
my
wants
favorite
him.
thing with the Leafs fan base, it's
So you.
obviously my favorite thing. And I totally can't stand it. I can't speak, sorry. But if there's always one or two players, usually one, and it's like that guy is like, it's not just scapegoat. It's like that guy needs to go or we're not winning the cup. Right now it's
Yeah, where's the
Kerfoot.
go
Yeah.
ones?
This,
Well, you're
this
right. You're not
offseason,
winning
it was
the cup
Kerfoot
whether
and
you
Justin
go or
Holt.
not.
Yeah, it used to be
Yeah.
Jay Gardner.
Yeah.
Who else was it? Who else?
I've come to
Justin
terms
Holl.
with Justin Holt. Every team has a guy on defense who's
He's
just a
just
guy.
your 6th defenseman. Who cares?
Yeah, like who
Well,
gives
but we need a
shit?
Nick
I'm
Lindstrom as
sorry.
a sixth defenseman.
I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't hate I joke about trade Kerfoot, but I wouldn't hate keeping him. He plays in every fucking situation. That's solid.
Yeah. The only issue is like you kind of have to sign Sandine, and if you don't trade Kerfoot, you probably can't sign Sandine.
Yeah, but remember, Sandy's
I-
expendable now.
Yes, Sandine went from
They
the
don't
next
need him. He's better.
Lidstrom.
Willigren's better. Come on now.
He went from the next Lidstrom to this is just a guy who's played 60 games. Why is he asking for money?
This is coming from a guy that they were worried about getting offer sheeted to be like, yeah, we don't even see him in the top 7 anymore. The duality of Leafs Nation.
How many
Hey, but
games has
they
Rasmus
brought back-
Sandin played in total? I forget. Hold up.
I think it's like 60 or 80 or something.
He hasn't
like that.
played a full season. He doesn't have any
No.
leverage.
Because remember, they sent him down the one year
Yeah.
he was good.
He's
They were like,
played
88 games.
88 games. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Mid.
they should it shouldn't be it's someone's fucking up on this, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's Kyle Dubas. That's just a theory.
More
Why?
like Kyle Poop.
What? The
Why
general
didn't he play
manager?
the-
No.
Why didn't he play in the playoffs this year?
Because he sucks.
Bro,
that's
put
why.
Kyle Dubas on the ice, honestly.
I hate that I can't remember that, Jacob.
I was looking at it. He has no games for the last year, and I was like, was he?
I forget. He wasn't injured. I think they just
Sandin
rolled the
didn't
top
play.
6 that they had.
That's because Ilya Lubushkin had to play Jacob.
Haha,
they
the
had to play.
boosh.
They had to play Labushkin and Giordano the whole time.
The fucking boosh. Let's go, baby. Everybody loves Eli
I love my team's senior citizen, Mark Giordano. Now that Spets is gone.
Yeah, but guys, he's literally the best contract in hockey.
Good Christ. Is that being said by people?
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
It's Leafs Nation. What else would
Yeah.
they say?
So, yeah, why was I
It's
I
their
even
only
defending
good
that
contract. They're
question?
never gonna not shut up about it. Like,
Good Lord. Mark Giordano. Hey, he won a Norris once, I think. So
Yeah.
he can't be
Charlie
bad.
Armstrong signed for 4 years with a modified no-trade clause.
can't wait till the Leafs and both miss the playoffs, so I can hear them both cry all year. It's gonna be so much fun.
I am right here.
Jimmy,
Okay.
you already cry anyway. It's
Oh
fine.
no!
Yeah, this is changing nothing.
This changes nothing for you.
I
You
know
cry when
it's
they
right.
win.
We don't need to talk about it.
Yeah, let's get into it.
What are we getting into? Our predictions?
Yeah, what are we getting into?
Getting
Oh,
through
can we
it,
do?
yeah.
We want to do predictions, and literally, it's just like off the dome early season predictions, but it's not like an official prediction podcast.
All right, I'm going out on a limb. Connor McDavid's winning the Art Rock.
I don't know about that
Whoa! There's no way you win that.
one. No, why don't we do? We'll each pick our division winner, and that's it.
I like
All
that.
I like that. I like that.
That way you don't have to go all 18s.
Toronto. Chicago.
Go Leafs, baby!
Let's go.
Friggin' Jack should be a
Station.
fan of this team, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Pacific, I'll go. Pacific, Los Angeles, Central, hot take, Colorado.
no way.
I know.
Chris, I don't know about that
Right
one,
there.
bro. You
Low
gotta
down.
cool it off with there.
I know a little out there, but just bear with me here. I think they might do something good this year. Finally, the Atlantic. I don't know who I have it for the Atlantic. That's tough because I feel like
I know. I have the never been picked before Tampa Bay Lightning. That's who you
what?
Wow, I didn't see that one coming.
should.
Yeah, I'd probably go Tampa Bay too because I feel like all the top end teams didn't really get any better.
No.
Yeah.
Also, Tampa is going to be completely healthy and back
What do
with
you mean?
fucking
Boston got
vengeance.
David
So,
Krejci.
That's right, and they got Pavel Saka. Let's go.
Oh god, yeah, but they lost their
It's the Czech Army.
the less Boston talk, the better.
Pierce. Who you taking for the Metro?
I will take. Trying to think here. Every team. I'll go with the Rangers. Why not?
All right. I think I have 4 different ones than you.
No, I'll go the Devils.
Wow.
No.
Oh, that is.
That would be a little bit different. Yeah.
I'm going with the Canucks because how can you not do it when you have 3
You're
100-point
right,
players?
man. They're a cup contender.
I'm gonna go with the Oilers. 'Cause
Yeah, boy.
Oilers, Wild. I'll go
The
Toronto.
Oilers with Jake Fertanen.
Oh God.
No, come on. He's going to the Blackhawks.
Jacob's
And-
betting on Matt
Don't,
Murray.
don't,
It,
don't
Matt,
speak that evil
Matt
of
Murray
him.
just has to save 5 goals a game, and it's fine.
No, we all know what's going to happen. Elias Samsonov's going to start like 40 games, and they're going to call him a Vezina winner. Like,
Absolutely. And the other one is
First
Carolina.
round. Oh,
That
yeah.
Brent Burns pickup, baby. You want? I was gonna say Max Pacioretty, but he's dead.
Carolina's
Oh my
a good
God, I
pick.
forgot he died.
Oh, rest in
Dude,
peace.
he's gonna come back when the season, like the playoffs start, and you know they're spending that $6 million somewhere else.
Bro, that shit just makes me so sad because I remember they posted him in Carolina jerseys the one day. The next day, he freaking out 6 months. It's like, why did you let him on the ice?
Why did you do this?
Yeah, now they're going to trade for Patrick Kane.
God, dude. Do they even have prospects?
Let's go, baby.
Marty Natchez and there's Band of Merry Men.
You've got
And
Marty.
whatever fucking-
You've
No,
got Marty
somehow
Natchez.
pry Seth Jarvis from their cold dead hands, please.
I didn't know Marty Natchez had 40 points twice. I was gonna call him overrated.
Mm-hmm. He's just mid.
No,
Just-
David Turbines come back.
He's
You're
good.
gonna
He's-
you're getting Tivu, Natchez, and Dominic Ock.
okay. Sure.
German, Puerto Rico.
All right, who do you got? Either on you.
All right. I'm going with Calgary in the Pacific just because I think
Okay.
they're going to. After all that shit I talked, they'll be fine in the regular season.
Shit on them.
I was gonna say, teacher, can I ask a question? Weren't you the one the most against them?
In the playoffs, big difference. They can still. They're always the 1 seed and lose, so I can bank on it again. Nah, but I'm gonna keep it different in the Pacific because I would have picked LA from your perspective. So I'm gonna
Mhm.
pick both. Central, I'm gonna go Colorado. Unless St. Louis comes out like gangbusters, it's gonna be Colorado.
I was gonna pick St. Louis, but no Philly, who so kind of turned
Nope.
me off.
Don't trust that shitter I don't trust that shitter named Banner. Get him the fuck out of here.
I don't know.
Like Get on.
I think the Nazi carries them.
Terrible.
Uh,
In the Atlantic, I'm probably just gonna go Tampa, just because I feel like they're the only team that kind of stayed the same. Everyone else is there's too much
I
change to
can
know what's gonna
rely
happen.
on-
And
can
also,
rely
like
on
until they
Tampa.
lose, I'm not gonna not pick them. So, like, it's the same thing every year. And then the Metro. All right, I'm going with a hot take for this one. I'm picking Washington.
Philadelphia.
I like that. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Metro's the most open IMO.
Yeah.
Because I actually think Washington's moves favor exactly what they needed. They got a second line center in Dylan Strome, just
and
back
Henrik
out.
Borgstrom,
Yeah.
let's go.
They got a
Yeah,
goalie.
fourth liner in Borgstrom, whatever.
Mhm.
They got Kemper who could play. The only thing I'm more concerned about with Washington is their backup goalie. I don't trust.
Charlie Lindgren.
Yeah,
He
Charlie
got
Lindgren.
3 years.
Yeah, I don't know about
Yep.
that. But
They just decided he was the backup.
That
Also,
defense
all
is
their
also
defensemen are up in
incredibly
one year except for
disgustingly
John
bad.
No, his ass is not a mechanic. But
well,
they wanted
that's
to
a
get
team that I
engineered.
think's just that they're always
Yeah.
the same team that just gets a bunch of points in the regular season. Like,
Uh,
if not, then Carolina. But like Carolina, I think Washington. Could maybe.
does Connor McMichael ever make it like take a step? I feel
Yeah,
like
he's
he's
a
been a
Blackhawk.
prospect for like 7 years, and he's 21.
Hendricks Lapierre, I think, could make a legit splash this year because he looked good when he had his like 9-game stint or whatever last year.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you look nice.
I think he could make a big
He had
splash.
1 goal in 6 games, so he didn't even get a 9-game stint. He got 6. Fuck.
But he was on his third line minutes. He looked decent. So I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's a big thing with the coach too. Like we'll see how much Laviolette can get out of his guys. And he's a year older, so he's gonna get 60 just to shut us all up.
The one
Yeah.
constant in life.
All right, Jimbo, let's go. What we got?
All right, Pacific Oilers adding Campbell. They finally have a legitimate goalie. That's like
such a
the
good
one
signing.
piece. It's the one fucking piece I felt they needed.
The
So-
One Piece. The One Piece.
Yes,
is
that's
real.
an anime reference, guys. So funny. I think with the Oilers, that's the one piece they needed for me to be confident in them, and they finally have it. So I'm going with them. That team that has Connor McDavid usually is, gonna have some benefit to that. Central,
Guys.
listen, Colorado having Georgiev does kind of worry me. However, it's like Toronto. All he has to do is stop, 4 goals a game, and they're gonna, letting 4 goals a game, and that's fine. They'll still be fine. Like, he doesn't need to be Darcy
Yeah, maybe
Kemper.
Colorado will
because
get
they don't
out in
need
the
Darcy
first
Kemper.
round. Am I right?
I don't think it worries me about them as contenders, but I think they win the division. Yeah. In the Atlantic, I think again, Tampa is a team not just pissed off. They seem fucking irate that they lost this. They lost this, third finals. So now that they're back, they're healthy. A guy like Brandon Hagel is completely healthy. I think he's going to be a huge X factor for them.
Didn't they get
I
Vlad
really
Domestikov?
Yes.
I
they
really like Toronto.
Hey,
sure,
and Ian
but
Cole.
Wow.
Don't forget it.
their division rivals got worse. I think Toronto and Florida both took a step back, and Tampa is going to take surprisingly, a step forward, being healthy and having, these guys like Nick Paul and Brandon Hagel in full time. I think they run away with it. And in the Metro, I think Carolina runs away with it. Also, fucking love the Brent Burns pickup. It just seems so Carolina. I love it.
It's
Well,
fun.
Brett Burns in third
Good
pairing
Carolina.
minutes sounds like scary.
There's a
honestly.
good Carolina. There's a bad Carolina. It's the Carolina that I like. That's
Shelter
what
Brett Burns, dude. Like
I
holy
can't wait. I just looked at Tampa, and I hate them, obviously, but
Yeah, dude.
Hayden Fleury is absolutely going to finally find his form now that he's there. Also, Islanders, take note, they signed their entire fourth line for $1 million each, and not
do that?
like $7 million combined. You stupid fucks.
Wow, that's tough.
One big thing with Tampa that I am actually curious though, I think Ryan McDonough is going to be a bigger loss than people realize.
Oh,
100 P.
like
Yeah.
is Mikhail Sergachev finally going to be a
How
top four
about that
defenseman?
shit? Yeah.
That's the question because he
There's
wasn't. He
sure
hasn't
as
been.
hell paying him like one.
Yeah.
I still don't think it's. I don't think it's enough to put them below the other teams.
Oh no, it's just I'm
That's a
concerned. I'm just
huge
curious.
fucking
That's
loss,
like
though.
their only like question mark. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I honestly, it's weird when they traded him. I was surprised, and people are calling it a cap dump, but it kind of reminds me of the Patrick Sharp trade. It's a cap dump where you're losing a good asset. Yeah, you need to get rid of the cap, but that's a damn good player you're losing. Can't
I
don't get it
I
twisted.
still don't get, like, they had the chance to get more cap with the Myers bio, and then they went, no, we're going to fucking extend him.
Well, knowing Tampa, he'll be like starting with Hedman and good. So
Yeah.
because now that Ruda's gone, they need the new bum that Hedman's going to carry for the next 3 years.
Hedman, Myers, Sergachev, Cernak, Cole, Foot.
Could be so much worse. Like
It could be. I don't hate it.
it's better than
Especially-
Florida and Toronto. Like I'll
Especially
say that
when you
much.
have Vasilevsky. Fuck, all you really need is Hedman. You're better.
The Atlantic defense is pretty rough.
Well, no, I
All
mean
around.
Boston's always got a good defense. That's like their strength.
That's true. That's
I
true.
always feel like Boston's defense is overrated.
No, people just don't get that McAvoy's like a fucking stud. That's
Oh, no,
people just-
McAvoy's like
yeah,
a top 5
underrated.
defenseman.
and
He's
Carlos
amazing.
like
Carlos
super
great.
underrated.
I just think Grizzlick and Lindholm are
Well, Grizzlick's offensive. That's different. But
Yeah, but, like, he's got a stupid name.
you know what?
It's valid.
Real.
They're also paying Derek Forbert and Mike Riley $3 million to be your bottom pair defenseman.
Yeah, what happened to Mike Riley? I have not heard
Sounds
anything
like
about it.
dumb
He was scratched
Half
like
like
half of the
Chicago.
year last year.
It's just,
Yeah.
first-round pick.
Hey, they still have Connor Clifford.
Remember how high we were on him too? Like that was a.
Yeah.
I was
They got-
really. I really.
They
like
just
that
have
pickup,
so
and I
many
just never
contracts on this
heard
team.
about him again.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
I
but
don't
they
know.
have Linus Olmark with a no movement clause for 3 more years.
Oh boy. Another guy that I was like really like banging the drum on for them to get, and then he just turns into a pumpkin.
Once again, how did Linus Olmark get a start against Carolina? That's what I want to know. When
Wasn't
Swayman
Jeremy
was as good
Swayman,
as he
like-
was.
Wasn't
That's why
Swayman
they fired
terrible
for
like for
Anthony.
1 game, and they just went, no, you're out?
Well, no, he started Olmark game 1, I'm pretty sure. Like,
I guess because he's 29 and Swayman's 23. They just want experience.
Yeah.
But he's never played a playoff game. Came from the Sabres. Come on, man.
exactly. It's not
Hasn't
like he's
Swayman played
flying
more games in the
blocks.
playoffs? Hasn't he had playoff?
Now he
time?
has.
Fuck, it's not. It's not hard.
Yeah, he's got 3-1 now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Swayman going into the playoffs this year had 1 playoff game. He did have a .667 save percentage, so
Real.
you know. But yeah, I don't know.
It's experience, though. It's experience, and you can't put a price on experience.
Oh yeah, you can sign him for $8 million.
You can though. Ask Julio Morello.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Wrestling.
This league's just. I feel like this is gonna be one of those years though where this league's gonna be super top heavy. Like the East was already top heavy
Oh yeah,
last year.
because of
but,
a
like,
certain fella who.
See, I have it the different way. I think the East is going to be less top. Like maybe no, because even in the Metro, like there's like 6 teams I look at and I'm like, yeah, you guys can make it, and then there's 2 teams I'm like, you guys fucking suck.
Well, no. What I guess what I mean by top heavy is there's gonna be like 2 or 3 teams at the top of each conference that are just running away.
Oh, okay, yeah,
And then everyone else is going to be this like mid fest trying to get the last
Yeah.
couple spots.
yeah. I know.
Like,
the
I don't
East
think it's
is-
going to be like 3 teams with like 105 points in the same division. I don't think that's happening this year again.
The East was crazy last year because like all 8 playoff teams got 100, and then the next team had like 70 something or 82.
Yeah, dude, the
whatever.
Atlantic was like they had like 310 point teams or some shit. Like that's not happening again, in my opinion.
No.
And the same goes for the West, just because the West is top heavy as is. So, like in terms of like they're great teams, there's like 2 of them, and then the rest
Yeah.
of them are just a giant
And then-
mid fest.
And then there's San Jose.
We love San Jose. No, honestly, what the fuck is Anaheim cooking right now? Like, they gave Ryan Strome a 5-year deal. They gave Frank Vatrano a 3-year deal. They signed John Klingberg.
And Anaheim is not cooking. Actually, they're baking because they're stoned out of their mind with these contracts.
Yeah, that Ryan Strome contract still makes 0 sense to me.
Hey boys, I gotta get a move on. There's brother's birthday to celebrate, so I will talk to you beauties later.
All right,
Oh,
brother.
and Pierce left.
Oh yeah, no, he's sad I'm gone. It's understandable.
Pierce was like, "Oh, you're leaving. I'm out. Bye."
All right, see you boys later.
Yeah, take care, man.
All right, yeah, we'll we'll wrap this up now. So,
Yeah,
gentlemen, thanks for coming on.
of course.
We
Anytime.
shall commence another time. And yeah, if you're listening to this, give us a 5-star rating on your preferred podcast platform, and yeah, and leave a review. That would help too. Anyways,
Great.
that would be awesome. That would boost my ego a lot. Anyways, yeah, thank you for tuning in, and bye. Peace out.
Bye.
Ah.
Bye.